Welcome back. Now, it's a big win for democracy in Naya Jammu and Kashmir. In the third phase of the District Development Council elections, which were held yesterday, around 50.53% turnout was recorded across Jammu and Kashmir. In Kashmir, the highest voting was reported from Kulgam of South Kashmir. It recorded over 64%. This, despite persistent attempts by Pakistan to derail those local elections. The high voter turnout is also an eye-opener for all those advocating Azadi of Jammu and Kashmir from India.
मुझे नाव क्या च
हाजरा
हाजरा ये गांव कुछ
ये
हायुम शाटपुर उम्र क्या है 70 तु यो वोट त्रेत
वोट त्रेत मगर पन्ने आराम खतर पन्ने आजादी खतर
क्या आजादी मतलब
आराम गस रोजन
आराम
ये चल दौड़ गस न कंस आज पन वतन
अमन गस आसन पन्ने वतन खतर द्रो
पन्ने वतन खतर वे किसी लालच के लिए नहीं कुछ
अच्छा
अपने वतन के लिए.
That is a voter from Kashmir who cast her vote yesterday. She said, we're voting for democracy, we're voting for our watan, for our country. Sushil Pandit, Kashmiri activist, is joining us on this broadcast. So is lawyer and political analyst Shehzad Poonawala. Shehzad, my first question to you. This is clearly a slap in the face of all those people who said that people of Jammu and Kashmir were alienated. They felt like that they weren't a part of this country, especially after the abrogation of Article 370.
Absolutely, Poonam, and I want to welcome Times Now for giving consistent coverage. A lot of times we cover the kind of separatist narrative that comes out from the valley, but this is a clear-cut slap on the face of the Pak proxies and the Pak sponsored propaganda. Despite all of that, Naya Kashmir is making a decisive choice that they want the ballot over the bullet and that they want to vote in nationalism or Rashtravad over Algawad and Parivarvad. And I think that this is a new dawn in Jammu Kashmir, especially after the abrogation of Article 370. The kind of turnouts we've seen in the first, second and third phase, it clearly goes on to show whoever wins or loses the election, that's a part of democracy. But the fact that not only the Tiranga, but even the EVM is now welcome in the valley is a good sign and a healthy sign for Indian democracy and for Jammu Kashmir.
Absolutely, and it's one step closer towards the complete integration of Jammu and Kashmir into the country, into the mainland, really, which has been stopped for several decades now by those regional parties there in Jammu and Kashmir, isn't it, Sushil Pandit? This really is a sign of what should have been done, what could have been done several years ago, but wasn't, unfortunately. I believe we've lost that line with Sushil Pandit, but Aqib Renzu Shah, who's a councillor from Srinagar Municipal Corporation, is also with us. So we were just discussing how the voter turnout is a sign of a healthy democracy. We've seen 3 phases of the DDC polls that took place in Jammu and Kashmir. In all 3, there was an overwhelming number of voter turnout. It was over 50% yesterday in the 3rd phase. So all those people who said that the people of Jammu and Kashmir felt alienated, today, all those people are embarrassed.
No, basically why people are coming out for the vote. It's basically anger against BJP. They don't want BJP to enter in Jammu and Kashmir. They don't want BJP to enter in Kashmir. That's why people are coming out and vote. You see the youth who were picking up a gun today, they are coming up and participating in elections. What is the reason?
So what stopped them from participating in this process all these years, sir?
See, reason behind that is BJP. They know BJP is going to tinker with the special status. They had already done that. Now they are planning to change the demography of the state. They changed the culture of the state. They took Ladakh from us. So it's basically the anger. People are coming out and vote.
Sushil Pandit, Aqib Renzu Shah says the fact that people are coming out and voting in large numbers has nothing to do with the fact that they want to repose faith in the decisions that have been taken or repose faith in the democracy of the country, but it's quite the opposite.
You must remind him of the fact that when Mehbooba Mufti was Chief Minister, she had vacated her own parliamentary seat called Anantnag. She could not hold a by-election in the seat she vacated. Do you remember? Even when there was a so-called popular government in place and Mehbooba Mufti was heading it. So which means when using democracy, certain kind of people get into power, they corrode the system from within. Democracy is good. Elections are good. But what is even better is what kind of people come through this democracy. What do? Do they subvert democracy from within or do they sustain it? And if you hear what Mehbooba Mufti had recently said, she said elections are of no use. Talk to Pakistan. Elections are expendable. Elections are useless. This is their commitment to democracy. This is their commitment to electoral processing. This is their commitment to popular verdict.
Kashmiris will decide our government, will decide our elected government.
Which is exactly what this process of election is supposed to do, Mr. Aqib Renzoor Shah. I want you to listen to this voice that comes from Kashmir. It's not me, it's not anyone else saying this. This is a voter, a senior citizen who cast her vote yesterday. Listen to her, listen to what she says. She says, I'm voting for the country, I want peace. Listen in to this before I get you to my next question.
मुझे नाव क्या
हाजरा
हाजरा ये गांव कुछ
हाई हम
हायुम शाटपुर
शाटपुर
उम्र क्या
70
तु वोट त्रित
वोट त्रित मगर पन्ने आराम खतर पन्ने आजादी खतर
क्या आजादी मतलब
आराम गस रोजन
आराम
ये चल दौड़ गस न कंस आज पन्न वतन
अमन गस आसन पन्ने वतन खतर द्रो
पन्ने वतन खतर वे किसी लालच के लिए नहीं कुछ
अच्छा
अपने वतन के लिए.
Mr. Shah, you think this is the voice of a disgruntled Jammu and Kashmiri, of a Kashmiri who's gone to cast vote because they feel alienated? You think that's the voice that you just heard?
They want a life of their dignity. Every Kashmiri wants peace over here. Who wants violence?
So why was this process of democracy not celebrated up until now?
Mr.
Why have we not seen such kind of voter turnouts in Jammu and Kashmir? Not only in Jammu, even in Kashmir, there's often an argument made that Jammu votes, Jammu comes out and votes because of the kind of demography it has. Kashmir feels alienated from the rest of the country. The numbers that have come in from yesterday, Mr. Shah, will prove you wrong.
It's voting against BJP basically. People are coming out and voting against BJP. Because they know what are the policies and plans.
Whatever they vote for, the point is, you know, this is Mr. Renzoor Shah. First of all, understand you're an elected representative. Mr. Pandit, if I may just have 20 seconds. First of all, this man is an elected representative. The point is not the motive for which you vote. The fact is that if you vote for the Watan, you vote and say that you are for integration, not alienation. The leading point is that people are coming out and voting. They are voting on local issues. They are voting perhaps even to keep the BJP out, or maybe they are voting to keep the Gupkar out. The point, Renzoor Shah, is that people of Jammu Kashmir are clearly telling those who are saying that Kashmir is alienated, that we must talk to Pakistan, that dialogue with Pakistan is more important than an election. They are telling those people that no, we will choose voting for Watan above your Pakistani surtal. That's the point they're making.
Mr. Renzoor Shah, it's also the people of Kashmir who are coming out and saying that we have a voice too and we would like to voice our opinion. We do not want any of those parties who think they represent us to talk for us. We can do that for ourselves, which is exactly what they're doing today, isn't it, Sushil Pandit?
They can say, obviously, it's people and it's their mandate whom they choose and whom they'll vote.
Please ask Renzoor Shah, when he won the election in Srinagar Corporation, who was the number 2 candidate? Renzoor Shah, who was number 2 when you won the election?
Junaid Azim Mattu, or current mayor Junaid Azim Mattu. He was People's Conference. Currently, he is in Apni Party.
Which party?
Apni Party. B team of BJP.
Fine, which means Jammu Kashmir people were rejecting People's Conference, well rejecting Apni Party, right? They elected you. So people can reject or support any party they want in the constituency. How is BJP here in or out? As a carte blanche.
You shouldn't support BJP.
Coming to your senses, it is not about one party or the other. We are talking about democracy. We are talking about elections. What is your obsession? Where is your obsession coming from?
As you are a part of Jammu and Kashmir.
What is your obsession about?
The economical situation of my Jammu and Kashmir. You should look at that.
So you try and contest election. You try and contest election from Udhampur or Kathua. You will know who they oppose and who they reject.
No, it's not
Depends
that.
from
The
constituency to
bill that-
constituency, depends
the
from
bill
district to
that
district. What is
people
your
are
obsession about? Why are you so mad?
See.
There is proof for you
And
in
Mr.
the numbers,
Renzu Shah,
Aqib
if
Renzu
these
Shah. There's
elections were so
proof for you in the
pointless-
voice of the real Kashmiri, but you will not concede defeat. You will not agree that up until now, the people of Jammu and Kashmir were not given their rights, many of whom who cast their votes this time around for the very first time in decades. They've been living there for 40 years, for 50 years, but have never been able to cast their vote. They could do so after the abrogation of Article 370 this time around for the very first time, and yet you think this is a sign of alienation and not integration. Unfortunately, you are not conceding defeat. I hope you see the light, you see the writing on the wall, because that is exactly what is happening today. I thank my guests today for joining us here on this broadcast. I'm wrapping up this. We're taking a quick break. More news and updates await you. Don't go away.